Good afternoon, all. Last day we have learned about the concept of linear congruence. Today we have the concept of modular inverse and the divisibility test. So, the definition of modular inverse we have to learn first. First, we have to consider the linear congruence Ax congruent to 1 mod n. This congruence relation has a unique solution if and only if GCD of an equal to 1 that we have learned from the theorem. In other words, when GCD of n equal to 1, there is a unique least residue x such that Ax congruent to 1 mod n. Then A is said to be invertible and x is called an inverse of modulo n. Inverse of A modulo n. Here A is missing. Inverse of A denoted by A inverse, then A inverse congruent to 1 mod n. If A inverse equal to A, then A is called self-invertible. This is the definition. If it is there is a unique linear congruence Ax congruent to 1 mod n, then that x is called the inverse of modulo n and denoted by A inverse. And now we have the example. Let n equal to 11. Since 7 into 8, what is the value? 56. We have to find the modulus value of 11. 56 multiple of 11 is 55. So this is 7 into 8, 56 is congruent to 1 mod 11. Therefore, 7 is invertible and 8 is an inverse of 7. That is, 7 inverse is 8 modulo 11. Similarly, 6 into 2 equal to 12, which is 12 minus 1 is equal to 11. Is a multiple of 11. So, congruent to 1 mod 11. Therefore, 6 is invertible and 2 is an inverse of 6. That is, 2 inverse is 6 modulo 11. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ 6 inverse 2 modulo 11 ആണ്. Now 10 is self-invertible modulo 11. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് 10 into 10 which is equal to 100. 100 minus 1 equal to 99 is a multiple of 11. So 10 into 10 congruent to 1 mod 11. Therefore 10 is self-invertible. Now we have a theorem. The unique solution of the linear congruence Ax congruent to B mod n where GCD of n equal to 1 is the least residue of A inverse B mod n. നമ്മൾ പ്രൂഫാണ് GCD of an is equal to 1 ആണ്. So A has an inverse, A inverse modulo n. നമ്മുടെ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ അനുസരിച്ച് അതിനൊരു ഇൻവേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട് which is A inverse modulo n. ഇനി നമ്മുടെ കോൺഗ്രുവൻസ് Ax congruent to B mod n ആണ് തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. അതിൻ്റെ both sides we have to multiply both sides of the congruence Ax congruent to B mod n by A inverse. We get നമ്മൾ ഇതിന് ഈ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ്റെ രണ്ട് സൈഡിലും A inverse വെച്ച് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യണം. A inverse into Ax congruent to A inverse B mod n. ഇനി A inverse A നമുക്ക് ഒന്നിച്ച് എഴുതി associativity പോലെ A inverse A equal to X congruent to A inverse B mod n. A inverse A is equal to 1 into X congruent to A inverse B mod n. Then X congruent to A inverse B mod n. Hence, solution of Ax congruent to B mod n is the least residue of A inverse B mod n. Now we have three problems. First, using modular inverse solve the following congruence equations. 5x congruent to 3 mod 6 and 7x congruent to 10 mod 4. So first problem is we have to solve 5x congruent to 3 mod 6 using modular inverse. So first we have to check whether GCD of 5 6 is equal to 1. GCD of 5 6 is 1. So 5 is invertible modulo 6. Now നമുക്ക് ആർബിട്രറി ആയിട്ട് ഏതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഇൻവേഴ്സ് എന്ന് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണം. 5x congruent to 1 mod 6 ഇതാണ് സോൾവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. സോ 5 into 1 5 5 minus 1, 4. 4 is not congruent to 4 is not a multiple of 6. Next 5 into 2, 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 is not a multiple of 6. 5 into 3, 15. 15 minus 1, 14. 14 is not a multiple of 6. 5 into 4, 20. 20 minus 1, 19 is not a multiple of 6. Next 5 into 5, 25. 25 minus 1, 24 is a multiple of 6. So 5 into 5 is equal to 25 is congruent to 1 mod 6. So therefore inverse of 5 modulo 6 is 5 itself. So 5 inverse is equal to, that is 5 inverse is equal to 5 mod 6. Now multiply both sides by 5 inverse. So our expression is 5x congruent to 1. 5x congruent to 3 mod 6. Multiply both sides by 5 inverse. We get 5 inverse into 5 equal to 5 into congruent to 5 inverse into 3 mod 6. 5 inverse 5 is 1. So this is x congruent to 5 inverse 3 is 5. 5 into 3 mod 6. 5 into 3 is 15. So x congruent to 15 mod 6. നമ്മൾ അതിന് അതിൻ്റെ ലീസ്റ്റ് വാല്യൂ കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇതിന് 6ൻ്റെ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾസ് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുക. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എക്സ് കോൺഗ്രുവൻറ്റ് ടു 3 mod 6. Hence general solution of given linear congruence is x is equal to 3 plus 60. 3 plus 60 where t is an integer. Next problem is 7x congruent to 100 mod 4. So take this as equation 1. GCD of 7 4 is equal to 1. Therefore 7 is invertible modulo 4. Now 7 into some value congruent to 1 mod 4. So check whether 1 is 7 into 1 7 minus 1 6. 6 is not a multiple of 4. 7 into 2 14. 14 minus 1 13. 13 is not a multiple of 4. 7 into 3 21. 21 minus 1 20 is a multiple of 4. So 7 into 3 congruent to 1 mod 4. That is 7 inverse is equal to 3. Now multiply equation 1 by 7 inverse both sides. So that is 7 inverse into 7x congruent to 7 inverse into 100 mod 4. 7 inverse into 7 നമുക്ക് associative ആയിട്ട് കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്യാം. x congruent to 7 inverse നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ കിട്ടി 3 into 100 mod 4. That is 7 inverse 7 is equal to 1. 1 into x congruent to 300 mod 4. That is 1 into x x. 300 mod 4 അകത്തുനിന്ന് multiple of 4 300 നിന്ന് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 0 കിട്ടും. 0 mod 4. That is general solution is x equal to 0 plus 40 where that is x equal to 40 where t is any integer. Next problem is find the least residue m that are invertible for m equal to 5 and for m equal to 6. Here m equal to 5. We have to find the least residue. If least a is the least residue, then GCD of a comma m equal to 1. So to find the least residue, we have to find the numbers less than m and less than m such that the numbers a less than m such that GCD of a m equal to 1 is the least residue. So here m equal to 5. So that is least residues are. Now we have to check the starting with 1 GCD of 1 comma 5 is 1, GCD of 1 comma GCD of 2 comma 5 is 1, GCD of 3 comma 5 is 1, GCD of 4 comma 5 is 1. So 1 2 3 4, since GCD of 1 5 is equal to GCD of 2 5 is equal to GCD of 3 5 which is equal to GCD of 4 5 equal to 1. Now next case, m equal to 6. So least residue are GCD of 1 comma 6 1, GCD of 2 comma 6 is 2, GCD of 3 comma 6 is 3, GCD of 4 comma 6 2, GCD of 5 comma 6 is 1. Since GCD of 1 comma 6 equal to 1 and GCD of 1 comma 5 5 comma 6 equal to 1. So this is the answers. Next problem is find the least residue modulo m that are self-invertible for m equal to 7 and for m equal to 12. Given that m equal to 7, when it's self-invertible, m inverse is equal to m. That is m into m congruent to some a. A inverse is equal to a. That is a, here m equal to 7. A into a should be equal congruent to 1 mod 7. So we have to check when the numbers less than 7 and such that a into a congruent to 1 mod 7 is first one 1 into 1 is congruent 1 minus 1 equal to 0, so it is congruent to 1 mod 7. Now check whether 2 into 2 4 minus 1 is 3, not a multiple of 7. 3 into 3 9 minus 1 is 8 is not a multiple of 7. 4 into 4 16 minus 1 15 is not a multiple of 7. 5 into 5 25 minus 1 24 is not a multiple of 7. 6 into 6 36 minus 1 is 35 is multiple of 7. So 6 is a residue modulo 7. Now when m equal to 12, find a such that a congruent to 1 mod 12. So check the least residue modulo 12 is equal to first 1 into 1 congruent to 1 mod 12. Check whether 2 into 2 4 minus 1 3 is not a multiple of 12. Next 3 into 3 9 minus 1 8 is not a multiple of 12. 4 into 4 16 minus 1 is not a multiple of 12. 5 into 5 25 minus 1 24 is a multiple of 12. Now 6 into 6 36 minus 1 is not a multiple of 12. 7 into 7 49 minus 1 48 is a multiple of 12. Next 8. 8 into 8, 64. 64 minus 1 is not a multiple of 12. 9. 9 into 9, 81. 81 minus 1, 80 is not a multiple of 12. 10. 10 into 10, 100. 100 minus 1 is not a multiple of 12. 11. 11 into 11, 121 minus 1 is a multiple of 12. 120 is a multiple of 12. So the answers are 1, 5, 7 and 11. Next concept is divisibility test. That this is you have already studied in school levels. First, divisibility test for 10. An integer is divisible by 10 if and only if its unit digit is 0. And divisibility test for 5. An integer 5 is divisible by 5 if and only if its unit digit is either 0 or 5. Now divisibility test for 2 raised to I. An integer n is divisible by 2 raised to I if and only if the number formed by the last I digits in n is divisible by 2 raised to I. That is, if n is divisible by 2, if and only if its unit digit is divisible by 2. The last unit digit is 24680. And when n is divisible by 4, if and only if its last 2 digits of n is divisible by 4. N is divisible by 8 if and only if its last 3 digit of n is divisible by 8. Like that. Divisibility test for 3. An integer is divisible by 3 if and only if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Divisibility test for 6. An integer is divisible by 6 if and only if it is divisible by 2 and 3. Divisibility test for 9. An integer is divisible by 9 if and only if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. And divisibility test for 11. An integer is divisible by 11 if and only if the sum of digits in the even position minus that in the odd position is divisible by 11. Now we have some problems, small problems. First one, which of the following digits is divisible by 2, by 4, by 8? Two numbers. We can do the problems now. In this problem, we have to check whether it is divisible by 2, 4 and 8. This is, now we can do separately. This is divisible by 2 since unit digit is 4. Unit digit is 4. Divisible by 4. Check. Since last 2 digit is 64 is divisible by 4. Now check the last 3 digits. Last 3 digit is 364. 364 by 8. 36 4 44 is not divisible by 8. Hence, the given integer is not divisible by 8. Is not divisible by 8. Therefore, the number in A, the number is divisible by 4, divisible by 2, by 4, but not by 8. Now the second problem. Here, this is 648, last 3 digits. So last digit is divisible, first divisible by 2. Since unit digit is 8. Now check whether last two digits is 48 is divisible by 4. Therefore, number is divisible by, given number is divisible by 4. Number is divisible by 4. Now, last 3 digit is 648. 648 നെ 8 വെച്ച് ഡിവൈഡ് 64 by 8 8. പിന്നെ next digit എടുത്ത് എഴുതുമ്പോൾ 8. So it is 81. So it is divisible by 8. Therefore, the given number is divisible by 8. Therefore, the given number is divisible by 2, by 4 and by 8. Which of the following numbers is divisible by 3 by 9? First one 31 876 203, അടുത്തത് 767 767 311. So നമുക്ക് ആദ്യം ഫസ്റ്റ് പ്രോബ്ലം 31 876 203 ഇത് രണ്ടും ചെയ്യുന്നത് നമ്മൾ സം ഓഫ് ഡിജിറ്റ്സ് ആണ് വേണ്ടത്. സം ഓഫ് ഡിജിറ്റ്സ് is equal to, if it is divisible by 3 it is 3 sum of digits is divisible by 10, then the number is divisible by 3, and sum of the digits is divisible by 9, the number is divisible by 9. So the 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 8 12, 12 plus 7 19, 19 plus 6 25, 25 plus 2 27, 27 plus 3 30. 30 is divisible by 3. Therefore, given number is divisible by 3. Now 30 is not divisible by 9. 30 is not divisible by 9. Therefore, the given number is not divisible by 9. നമുക്ക് രണ്ടും കൂടെ കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട് given number is divisible by 3, not by, number is divisible by 3 but not by 9, but not divisible by 9. Now in the second problem we have digit is this one. So sum of digits is equal to 7 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. 7 plus 6 is 13, 13 plus 7 is 20, 20 plus 7 27, 27 plus 6 33, 33 plus 6 40, 40 plus 3 43 plus 1 44, 44 plus 1 45. 45 is divisible by 3 and 9. Therefore, given number is divisible by 3 3 and 9. Next problem, determine whether each number is divisible by 6. 87,654. Next one, 6,39,574. So first problem, 87,654. Its unit digits is divisible by 2. So it is 4 divisible by 2. So given number is divisible by 2. Now sum of digits is 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4. 15 plus 6, 21, 21 plus 9, 30. So 30 is divisible by 3. Therefore given number is divisible by 2 and 3. By 2 and 3. Therefore divisible by 6. Now in the second problem, 6,39,574. Unit digit is 9. Unit digit is 4. Divisible by 2. So the given number is divisible by 2. Now sum of digits. Sum of digits is equal to 6 plus 3 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7 plus 4. 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 9, 18, 18 plus 5, 23, 23 plus 7, 30, 34. 34 is not divisible by 3. Therefore given number is not divisible by 3. Therefore the given number is not divisible by 6. The given number is not divisible by 6. Next problem, determine whether each number is divisible by 11. First number is 43,979. Second problem, 5,48,152. So we have to find whether this is divisible by 11. So sum of digits in the even position is equal to, even position is 3 and 7. So 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. Now sum of digits in the odd position. In odd position is equal to 4 plus 9 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 plus 9, 22. 18 plus 4 is 22. So difference is equal to 22 minus 10 is equal to 12, and 12 is not divisible by 11. Therefore given number is not divisible by 11. Next number is 5,48,152. Sum of digits in the even position. Is equal to 5 plus 8 plus 5, which is equal to 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. Now sum of digits in odd position. Is equal to 4 plus, this is the number, 4 plus 1 plus 2. Equal to 7. Difference is equal to 18 minus 7 equal to 11. So the difference 11 is divisible by 11. Therefore, the given number is divisible by 11. That's all for today.